Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah. Uh, Today is a good day. A good good morning.
Oh, how so? How come?
Uh, the weather is good, and I could take a good sleep yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you eat your breakfast?
Yeah. I ate bread and cheese.
Mm-hmm. Bread and cheese?
Yeah.
Wow, that's very good. Um, I also eat something like noodles, it's very delicious. And I
Mhm.
also dyed my hair.
Oh, it look like orange, right?
It is orange. My mom was not happy about it.
Happy
She was not happy about it.
again.
I mean, all the time, right? She doesn't like me dyeing my hair, especially orange or some bright colors. She just
Mhm.
doesn't like it. She's just like, when she saw
Stop
me, she was like, "Oh my God, you
again.
go dye your hair back to black immediately." But I didn't do it. I just don't give I just don't take, I don't care about it. So I just like, okay. I didn't say anything and then she just stopped talking about it and then I'm done. Yeah, just like you just gotta be persistent, like consistent about your hair color. Just don't give a damn about her. Just let her say whatever she wants, and then she'll stop. It's just kind of funny that every time. I mean, this is not the first time that I dyed my hair yellow, or orange or red. So she's overreacting. So
Mhm.
imagine if your son, if he dyes his hair, what would you say? Would you support that or would you be against it?
It's dependent on his age.
Mm-hmm.
From 18, I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think dyeing hairs and stuff, it's just decorations and it's just something that is so harmless.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm in my 20s. She's like, you could only do it if you have a husband and you live with like you have your own family. But if I have my own husband and I have a family, I would have a whole family in law. And I don't like that. Like whenever I dye my hair, I have to think of what does my mom think, what does my mother-in-law thinks. Like that'll be so stressful, honestly.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So, it was so nice to see you again. So
Mhm.
this is Unit 10, Beautiful World, and we will do a little preview. So we have this four communication goals, and number one is to describe a geogra geographical location. Two is to warn about a possible risk. Three is to describe a natural setting. Four is to discuss solutions to global warming. All right, so this is beautiful world. We have the map, the waterfall at La Fortuna. Okay, the Arenal volcano. Okay, this is the map. So geographical features. Read and listen. Okay, so we're gonna read and listen. Oh, we have a gulf, a bay. Okay, we're gonna read and listen to these words, and then you're gonna repeat. Okay.
Yeah.
Read and listen.
A gulf, a bay, a lake, an ocean,
a sea, a volcano, a mountain range, a national park.
Now listen again and repeat. Find these features on the map.
a gulf,
A gulf.
a bay,
A
A
bay.
bay.
a lake,
A lake.
an ocean,
An ocean.
A sea.
A sea.
A volcano.
Volcano.
A mountain range.
A mountain
A national
range.
park.
A national park.
A national park.
National
Alright.
park.
So, now, can you read it again for me?
A gulf. A bay. A lake. An ocean. A sea. A volcano. A mountain range. A national park.
Okay. A volcano, a mountain range, in a national park. Okay.
Volcano.
Wow, so we're gonna use the map to answer the questions about Costa Rica, but we will find these features on the map. So, where's a gulf? Where's a gulf?
Gulf.
Yeah, where's the
A
gulf?
Gulf of Nicoya.
Where?
No, here. San Jose. Number 2. Nearby. Number
San
2.
Jose?
Yeah. Gulf
Gulf.
of
Oh,
Nicoya.
yeah, Gulf of Nicoya, yes. And a bay? A bay.
Okay. Bay. Bay đâu? Coronado Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Number
Oh,
9.
we also have Gulf of Deuce. We have two gulfs. We have two gulfs.
Yes. No, okay, I see.
Okay. And a lake?
Lake. Lake Nicaragua. Number
Nicaragua,
1.
yes.
Number 1.
Any other lakes? Okay. Um, an ocean?
Ocean.
An ocean.
Pacific Ocean.
Yes, Pacific Ocean. A mountain range. A mountain range.
Mountain range. Mountain.
Oh, we have another lake. That is Lake Areno. Lake Areno, yeah.
It's
A
more
mountain. A mountain range. How about mountain
mountain range.
range?
Maybe number 7, 8, 9,
Okay, so number
5,
7.
4, 6.
Number 7.
All of
Oh.
red.
Oh, mountain ranges is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is Guanacaste Range, Central Volcanic Range, and Talamanca Range. See that? Those are mountain range. Do you see the what is it? Like what do they call this thing? It's like like a sign, like those signs that they set about mountain ranges and national parks. See that? How about national parks? Where's national parks? Do you see national parks?
No.
It's
Maybe
number
no.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that is Santa Rosa, Rolio Carrillo, Tontuguro, Chiripo, La Amistad, Covado. Those are national parks.
Mhm.
And this is Costa Rica, I think. Okay, give me a second. Oh my God. All right. So, but this entire, I remember there's words about this thing, but I just cannot remember at the moment. But okay, this is Costa Rica. It's near Central America, and it has a lot of mountain ranges and national parks, especially to have the waterfall of La Fortuna. Where's that waterfall though? I cannot see it. Okay, but we have Liberia and stuff and Pacific Ocean. Okay, so we have one bay. Oh, we have two ocean. That is the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. It's easy, right? Okay, okay.
Mm.
And also about these triangle signs. Triangle it's the
Circle.
volcano. We have two volcano that is Arena
Mm.
volcano and Irazu volcano. And we have city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 city. That is Liberia, Quepos, Punta and Puerto Limon, and La Fortuna. And oh, that's where the waterfall is. And also, we have one capital city that is San Jose. And that's it. That's all about this map. Okay, now we will use the map to answer the questions about Costa Rica. What two countries share a border with Costa Rica?
Two countries share
Hai
border
đất
with
nước nào
Costa
chia sẻ một cái lằn ranh giới với Costa Rica?
Rica. Nicaragua
Mhm.
and Panama.
Yes, that is Nicaragua and Panama. And in what mountains range is Costa Rica's capital located?
Dãy núi nào?
In what mountain range is Costa Rica's
Thủ
capital
đô
located?
khắp Costa Rica. Hmm?
Do you understand the question?
Yes, but I cannot find Costa Rica.
Costa Rica là nguyên cái map này á chị. Đây, nguyên cái map này là cái
Ừ.
cái 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 Costa Rica. Vậy thì cái thủ đô của
Ok,
nó.
ok.
Okay.
San Jose.
No. San Jose is the name of the capital city.
Ừ.
Nghĩa là cái thành phố San Jose này nó nằm ở cái khu vực núi nào?
Number Braulio Pario. Mountain Range thì nó nằm ở cái dãy số 5 là
No.
Braulio.
San Jose nó nằm ở cái số 2 đó chính là Central Volcanic Range.
Dãy núi lửa hả?
Không chị, cái
Dãy
nghĩa
núi
là nó nằm ở cái dãy dãy núi thôi à, dãy núi. Nó ở gần cái núi lửa nhưng mà cái San Jose này nó nằm ở trong cái khu cái dãy núi đó là số 2, Central Volcanic Range. Okay. And what is Costa Rica's largest national park? What is Costa Rica's largest national
Number 8
park?
La Mista.
La Amistad, yes. What is Costa Rica's largest lake?
Lake Ariona.
No, largest
Ừ.
lake.
Lake Nicaragua.
Yes.
But đúng rồi.
Okay.
Okay.
Approximately, how far is Punta Arenas from San Jose? How
How
far
far?
is Punta Arenas in San
Punta
Jose?
Arenas. How far? San Jose. How far? Đây, nó cách tính. Không đến
I think it's about
50.
50 kilometers.
50. Cái này
I
không có
think
một
it's
cái.
about 60. Anh nghĩ là cỡ 60 70 á.
Cái này
I
nó
think
không có
it's
một
about
cái methodology nào để mà đo.
theo nói chung là dựa trên cái range nó đang để cho chị thì như đây trên bản đồ sẽ tương ứng với
Maybe
100
17.
kilometers. Yeah,
70.
70
70
kilometers. Yes, I think
Ừ.
it's about 70 kilometers. And what bodies of water are on Costa Rica's two coasts? What
Cái
bodies
hình
of
dáng
water
nào
are
của nước?
on Costa Rica's two coasts?
The waterfall. Hình nào? Hình dáng nào?
Nghĩa là hai cái mặt nước nào là nó ở
Ở
trên cái
trên
bờ biển
Costa
của Costa Rica, trên hai cái bờ biển của Costa Rica.
Rica. Mặt nào ta? Mặt
That is
à
which one?
Caribbean Sea,
Yes, Caribbean Sea and
Pacific Ocean.
yes, Pacific Ocean. Okay. Wow, okay, this is kind of interesting about this map. All right. So we have a gulf, nghĩa là cái vùng vịnh, cái vùng giống như là cái vùng mà
Vịnh.
từ trong trong đất liền và nó chảy ra ngoài biển á, mình sẽ gọi là cái bờ vịnh hay là cái vực biển. Thì ở đây we have two, that is Gulf of Nicoya. Nó đều là nó sâu vào trong ha chị ha, nó đều có cái ngoặt vô trong á.
Nó sẽ
And
bắt nối ra biển
đúng
và
rồi chị,
đất
nó sẽ
liền.
nối ra biển. Okay. Okay, so this map is very interesting. All right, so now we have the photo story. Read and listen to two tourists talking about Costa Rica. Okay, so but understand English speakers from different language backgrounds. Max, Italian speaker. Frank is Chinese speaker. All right, so okay, let's do this. Would you like to read it first, or would you like to listen to it first?
Listen first.
Okay, let's
Okay.
listen to it then.
Read and listen to two tourists talking about Costa Rica.
Have you folks been here long?
A little over a week. Unfortunately, we've only got 2 days left. You?
We just got here yesterday, actually.
I'm Frank, by the way. Frank Liu from Hong Kong.
Max Belli, from Labro, Italy. Have you heard of it?
I can't say I have.
It's a very small town, about 20 kilometers north of Rome. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know anything about the La Fortuna waterfall, would you? We plan on driving up there this weekend.
Actually, we just got back from there yesterday.
What a coincidence. Was it worth seeing?
Spectacular. You don't want to miss it. But be sure to take it slow on the path down to the bottom of the falls. It can get pretty wet and slippery.
Thanks for the warning. What if we want to get a look at the Arenal volcano, too? Do you think that's doable in 2 days?
No problem. The volcano's only about 20 minutes west of La Fortuna by car, so I'm sure you could handle them both.
Okay, so I guess you like to be Max, and I'll be Frantic, and then we're gonna role play. We're gonna change the roles anyway. Okay, let's do this.
Have you been here long?
A little over a week. Unfortunately, we've only got 2 days left. You?
We just got here yesterday, actually.
Hmm. I'm Frank, by the way. Frank Liu from Hong Kong.
Max Bailey from Labro, Italy. Have you heard of it?
I can't say I have.
It's very small town about 20 kilometers north of Rome.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
hey, you couldn't happen to know anything about the La Fortuna waterfall, could you? We plan on driving up there this weekend.
Actually, we just got back from there yesterday.
What a coincidence! Was it worth seeing?
Spectacular. You don't want to miss it.
You again.
Oh, but be sure to take it slow on the path down the bottom of the falls. It can get pretty wet and slippery.
Thanks for the warning. What if we want to get a look at the, I don't know, volcano too? Do you think that's doable in 2 days?
No problem. The volcano's only about 20 minutes west of La Fortuna by car, so I'm sure you could handle them both. So here is look at the the Areno, the Areno volcano.
Mm,
Okay,
mm.
doable, doable.
Doable.
Doable. Okay, so now I will be Max, you be Frank, and then we'll do a little role play again. Have you
Mhm.
folks been here long?
A little over a week. Unfortunately, we've only got 2 days left. You,
We just got here yesterday actually.
Frank, by the way, Frank Lu from Hong Kong.
Max Belli from Labro, Italy. Have you heard of it?
I can't say I have.
It's a very small town, about 20 kilometers north of Rome.
You again.
Oh, hey, you wouldn't happen to know anything about the La Fortuna waterfall, would you? We plan on driving up there this weekend.
Actually, we just got back from this yesterday.
What a coincidence. Was it worth seeing?
Spectacular. You don't want to miss it. But be sure to take it slow on the path down to the bottom of the falls. It can get pretty wet and slippery.
Thanks for the warning. What if we want to get a look at the Areno volcano? Too? Do you think that's doable in 2 days?
No problem. The volcanoes, uh, the volcanoes only about 20 minutes west of La Fortuna by car. So I'm sure you could handle them both.
Mm-hmm. Handle them both. Handle them
Handle
both.
them both.
Mm-hmm. All right, very good. So we will focus on language. Write each of the following statements from the first story in your own way. Use the context of the story to help you restate each one. So I can't say I have. Mình sẽ chơi một cái câu theo ý của
I
mình nhưng mà vẫn
have
đúng cái nghĩa là I can't say I have.
I have I have never been before. I have never stayed that before.
Stay that?
Stay here,
No.
stay there.
Yes.
Mm.
So I've never stayed there before, but actually I can't say I have. We could use it in a lot of situations, not just about when you have never been to anywhere. So you could say like I can say I have. You could say like I have no clue. Or like unfortunately I don't really have any knowledge about this. Okay.
Mm.
What a coincidence.
Coincidence. Coincidence. It's a safe. Okay. What? Suddenly. No. What a coincidence.
What's the
Amazing.
coincidence? What is the coincidence? Nghĩa là trùng hợp á chị.
Trùng hợp nhưng mà đã không nghĩ ra được từ tương tự.
What a small
Coincidence.
world. What a small world. What small world? Okay. Was it worth seeing?
Was it worth seeing?
Was it worth seeing?
What did you see?
No.
No.
Nghĩa là có đáng xem không? Was it worth seeing?
Is it
Of what?
is it is it have a value to see?
Is it value to see? No. It's more
Mm.
like
I do you think do you think it's amazing place to see?
amazing place. Oh,
To see.
was it worth seeing? Có đáng xem không?
Mm.
So, you've been there. Thiệt em cũng không nghĩ được cái câu nào ngoài cái câu was it worth seeing. Thôi, khó bỏ qua đi ha. So
Có
you
giá
don't
trị
want to
không?
miss it. You don't want to miss
You
it.
don't want to miss it. I'm sure if you see don't miss your chance.
Okay, don't miss your chance and be sure to take it slow.
Be sure to take it slow. Be sure to take it slow on the path.
Be sure to take it slow on the path. Nghe nó cũng giống hoặc là be careful.
Đó.
Be
Yeah.
careful while walking. Do you think that's doable in 2 days?
Do you think you can? Do you think can you stay there in 2 days? 2 days.
In 2 days?
2 days is enough for the tour.
Is 2 days enough for the tour? And I'm sure you could handle them both.
Yes, you can.
No, I mean like restate that one. Mình viết lại cái câu đó. I'm sure you can handle them both.
I'm sure could handle them both. The volcano only about 20 minutes behind me.
I'm sure you could handle them both.
You can move to there 20 minutes. Okay.
What?
You can move to there on one time, on the time. Đúng
No.
giờ. I'm sure bạn có thể handle them.
Nghĩa là có thể làm được cả hai cái đó luôn. You could handle them both.
Thế cả hai. You can
I think you could
stay in 2 days and move in 20 minutes.
yes. Okay. Or like I'm sure you could like I'm sure you could handle them both. Oh. I let me think. Oh, this is too hard. Anyways, all right. So we have a little speaking. Brainstorm and write the names of places you know for each of the following geographical features. Một số địa điểm mà có những cái chỗ như này. An ocean or sea.
Ocean or sea. Sea, very many sea, I know. In
Okay.
Việt Nam.
A toy, a bay or gulf.
Bay or Gulf. Hạ Long. Hạ Long Bay.
Hạ Long Bay. And a mountain or volcano.
Mountain. Fuji Mountain.
Mhm.
Fuji Mountain.
Have you heard that in Fuji? Oh, vậy đâu cái núi Phú Sĩ hả? Em nghe là cái núi Fuji. Okay. A mountain range.
Dãy núi Hoàng Liên Sơn.
Okay. And water parks.
A national park.
And a lake.
Lake.
A
Lake.
national park. National park này có nghĩa là cái công viên quốc gia đúng không ta? Hoặc là có thể hiểu là cái rừng quốc gia chị. So, rừng quốc gia.
Việt Nam có rừng quốc gia gì đó? Rừng quốc gia.
I don't know. I'm very clueless about these things.
Amazon is not a national park.
No. National là chỉ trong
Được
nước
quy
thôi.
hoạch đúng không?
Trong nước thôi.
Amazon là rừng tự nhiên nhiệt. Okay. National park. No idea. Have no idea.
Okay,
For
a
national
lake.
park. Hoàn Kiếm Lake. Gươm Lake.
And a waterfall.
Waterfall. Thác người ta.
Niagara.
Hả?
Niagara.
Niagara. I see. I saw a waterfall at Laos. Laos. It's a Luang Prabang. It's called Luang Prabang
Is it
waterfall.
beautiful?
Yes, very beautiful and very strong. I stand here by a waterfall, but I wet my body wet.
Because I've seen some waterfalls and honestly very impressed. Especially the Niagara waterfall because it's very huge. It's
Huge.
enormous. Okay. A capital. Hanoi. Oh. Okay. That was fast. All right. So these are what we just learned today. Just some vocabulary and we're done. So we still have time. So we're gonna do some work that is on, give me a second. Okay. Do you want to do listening or do you want to do the Upper intermediate.
Listening.
Listening.
Listening is okay.
Okay. Give me a second. I will look for my book. And then we're gonna do it. Okay. We could do the listening. Where's my pen? Give me a second. Huh? Oh. Okay. So we'll do the listening, I guess. Okay, do you see the screen? Now we will have mock test. Okay, we have the listening right here. Hmm? Have you done this before?
What's that?
This. Look at the.
Responsibility.
Do you think that you've done this before?
No,
No?
I think no.
Okay. So we could do this. This is pretty easy. It's just a transport survey. And we already have an example, Sadie Jones. Year of birth 1991. Postcode, traveling by bus, date of bus journey, date, cái ngày hay gì ha? Reason of trip, shopping and visit to the travelers, traveling by bus because cost of too high, got on bus at, complaints about bus service, bus delay was, frequency of buses in the traveling by car goes to the by car, and traveling by bicycle. Dislike traveling by bike in the city center because of the, and doesn't own a bike because of a leg. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Part 1. You will hear an interview with a woman who is doing a survey on transport. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5.
Oh, I'm gonna get the pen.
My birth date of birth journey.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you some questions? We're doing a survey on transport.
Yes, that's okay.
First of all, can I take your name?
Yes, it's Sadie Jones.
Thanks very much. And could I have your date of birth? Just the year will do, actually. Is that all right?
Yes, that's fine. It's 1991.
So, next, your postcode, please.
It's DW30 7YZ.
Great, thanks. Is that in Wells?
No, it's actually in Harborne. Wells isn't far from there, though.
I really like that area. My grandmother lived there when I was a kid.
Yes, it is nice.
Right, so now I want to ask you some questions about how you travelled here today. Did you use public transport?
Yes, I came by bus.
Okay, and that was today. It's the 24th of April, isn't it?
Isn't it the 25th? No, actually, you're right.
And what was the reason for your trip today? I can see you've got some shopping with you.
Yes, I did some shopping, but the main reason I came here was to go to the dentist.
That's not much fun. Hope it was nothing serious.
No, it was just a checkup. It's fine.
Good. Do you normally travel by bus into the city centre?
Yes, I stopped driving in ages ago because parking was so difficult to find. And it costs so much.
I see.
The bus is much more convenient too. It only takes about 30 minutes.
That's good. So where did you start your journey?
At the bus stop on Claxby Street.
Is that CLAXBY?
That's right.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 6 to 10.
Now it's from 6 to 10. Okay.
Now listen and answer questions 6 to 10.
And how satisfied with the service are you? Do you have any complaints?
Well, as I said, it's very convenient and quick when it's on time. But this morning it was late. Only about 10 minutes, but still.
Yes, I understand that's annoying. And what about the timetable? Do you have any comments about that?
I suppose I mainly use the bus during the day, but any time I've been in town in the evening, for dinner or at the cinema, I've noticed you have to wait a long time for a bus. There aren't that many.
Okay, thanks. So now I'd like to ask you about your car use.
Well, I have got a car, but I don't use it that often. Mainly just to go to the supermarket. But that's about it, really. My husband uses it at the weekends to go to the golf club.
And what about a bicycle?
I don't actually have one at the moment.
What about the city bikes you can rent? Do you ever use those?
No, I'm not keen on cycling there because of all the pollution. But I would like to get a bike. It would be good to use it to get to work.
So why haven't you got one now?
Well, I live in a flat on the second floor, and it doesn't have any storage. So we'd have to leave it in the hall outside the flat.
I see. Okay, well, I think that's all we need.
All right, that is all about it. So let's check
That
the
is the end
answers.
of part 1. You now have 1
All right,
minute
so
to check your
number
answers to
one,
part
that
1.
is DW37YZ in 24th April. Dentist, parking, Class B, late, evening, supermarket, pollution, and storage. Okay, so do you want to do part 2 or part 3 or part 4?
Part 2, okay.
Part 2, becoming a volunteer for ACE. Why does the speaker apologize about the seats? They're too small. There are not enough of them. Some of them are very close together. What does the speaker say about the age of volunteers? The age of volunteers is less important than other factors. Young volunteers are less reliable than older ones. Most volunteers are about 60 years old. What does the speaker say about training? It is continuous. It is conducted by a manager. It takes place online. And for questions 14 and 15, which 2 issues does the speaker ask the audience to consider before they apply to be volunteers? Their financial situation, their level of commitment, their work experience, their ambition, their availability, and questions 16 to 20. What does the speaker suggest would be helpful for each of the following areas of voluntary work? Choose 5 answers from the box and write the correct letter A, G, next to questions 16, 20. Helpful things volunteers might offer: experience on stage, original, new ideas, parenting skills, an understanding of food and diet, retail experience, a good memory, a good level of fitness, in the area of voluntary work, fundraising, litter collection, playmates, story club, and first aid. Okay, so we'll do from questions 11 to 20. So give me a second. I will look for my pen again. Finally found those pens. Okay. So I guess we'll do it now.
Mm.
From 11 to 20. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Part 2. You will hear a woman speaking to a group of people who are interested in becoming volunteers for an organisation called ACE. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15.
All right. Let's do this.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 15.
Good evening, everyone. Let me start by welcoming you all to this talk and thanking you for taking the time to consider joining ACE Voluntary Organisation. ACE offers support to people and services in the local area, and we're now looking for more volunteers to help us do this. By the way, I hope you're all comfortable. We have brought in extra seats so that no one has to stand, but it does mean that the people at the back of the room may be a bit squashed. We'll only be here for about half an hour, so hopefully that's okay. One of the first questions we're often asked is how old you need to be to volunteer. Well, you can be as young as 16, or you can be 60 or over. It all depends on what type of voluntary work you want to do. Other considerations, such as reliability, are crucial in voluntary work, and age isn't related to these, in our experience. Another question we get asked relates to training. Well, there's plenty of that, and it's all face-to-face. What's more, training doesn't end when you start working for us. It takes place before, during, and after periods of work. Often, it's run by other experienced volunteers, as managers tend to prefer to get on with other things. Now, I would ask you to consider a couple of important issues before you decide to apply for voluntary work. We don't worry about why you want to be a volunteer. People have many different reasons that range from getting work experience to just doing something they've always wanted to do. But it is critical that you have enough hours in the day for whatever role we agree is suitable for you. If being a volunteer becomes stressful, then it's best not to do it at all. You may think that your income is important, but we don't ask about that. It's up to you to decide if you can work without earning money. What we value is dedication. Some of our most loyal volunteers earn very little themselves, but still give their full energy to the work they do with us.
Okay. Now this is
Before
question
you hear the rest of the
14
talk,
to
you
15.
have some time to look at questions 16 to 20.
Oh, damn. Okay, okay, sorry.
Well,
I'll
there's
need to listen to it
plenty of
again.
that, and it's all face-to-face. What's more, training doesn't end when you start working for us. It takes place before, during, and after periods of work. Often, it's run by other experienced volunteers, as managers tend to prefer to get on with other things. Now, I would ask you to consider a couple of important issues before you decide to apply for voluntary work. We don't worry about why you want to be a volunteer. People have many different reasons that range from getting work experience to just doing something they've always wanted to do. But it is critical that you have enough hours in the day for whatever role we agree is suitable for you. If being a volunteer becomes stressful, then it's best not to do it at all. You may think that your income is important, but we don't ask about that. It's up to you to decide if you can work without earning money. What we value is dedication. Some of our most loyal volunteers earn very little themselves, but still give their full energy to the work they do with us.
Okay, so this is
Before
from
you hear the rest of the
16
talk,
to
you have some
20.
time to look at questions 6. Now,
Okay, so let's take a look at some of the work areas that we need volunteers for and the sort of things that would help you in those. You may wish simply to help us raise money. If you have the creativity to come up with an imaginative or novel way of fundraising, we'd be delighted, as standing in the local streets or shops with a collection box can be rather boring. One outdoor activity that we need volunteers for is litter collection. And for this, it's useful if you can walk for long periods, sometimes uphill. Some of our regular collectors are quite elderly, but very active and keen to protect the environment. If you enjoy working with children, we have 3 vacancies for what are called playmates. These volunteers help children learn about staying healthy through a range of out-of-school activities. You don't need to have children yourself, but it's good if you know something about nutrition and can give clear instructions. If that doesn't appeal to you, maybe you would be interested in helping out at our story club for disabled children, especially if you have done some acting. We put on 3 performances a year based on books they have read, and we're always looking for support with the theatrical side of this. The last area I'll mention today is first aid. Volunteers who join this group can end up teaching others in vulnerable groups who may be at risk of injury. Initially, though, your priority will be to take in a lot of information and not forget any important steps or details. Right, so does anyone have any
Done.
questions for me about...
Okay,
Oh,
let's see.
too,
Number 2.
it's
that
too
is the
hard.
end of part 2. You
All
now
right,
have
so
30 seconds to check your answers to part 2.
CAA, BE, and BGDAF. Did you get it right?
No.
No? How many correct answers did you get?
I didn't choose. I I tried to hear all of them, but I'm not sure about my answer, so I didn't choose that.
Why? You had to choose it. If you choose it, you will have the chances of getting it right, rather than not do it at all. I got it all correct. This one is very easy because it goes from this topic to one another topic very clearly. It doesn't
Mm.
really, stress you out and not giving you the correct answers. They did. Okay. Have part 4. We could, oh, or we could do part 3. Talk on jobs in fashion design. We could do from 20 questions 21 to 26. How about that? Okay, let's read it first. What problem did Chanto have at the start of the talk? Her view of the speaker was blocked. She was unable to find an empty seat. The students next to her were talking. What were Hugo and Chanto's surprised to hear about the job market? It has become more competitive than it used to be. There is more variety in it than they had realized. Some areas of it are more exciting than others. Hugo and Chantal agreed that the speaker's message was unfair to them at times, hard to them to follow, critical of the industry. What do Hugo and Chantal criticize about their school careers advice when they received the advice? How much advice was given? Who gave the advice? When discussing their future, Hugo and Chinto disagree on which is the best career in fashion, when to choose a career in fashion, why they would like a career in fashion. How does Hugo feel about being an unpaid assistant? He is realistic about the practice. He feels the practice is dishonest. He thinks others want to change the practice. All right, so we'll do from 21 to 26.
Part 3.
Not have to stand outside moved seat.
Okay.
Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 26.
Hi, Chantal. What did you think of the talk then?
Hi, Hugo. I thought it was good once I'd moved seats.
Oh, were the people beside you chatting or something?
It wasn't that. I went early so that I'd get a seat and not have to stand. But then this guy sat right in front of me and he was so tall.
It's hard to see through people's heads, isn't it?
Impossible. Anyway, to answer your question, I thought it was really interesting, especially what the speaker said about the job market.
Me too. I mean, we know we're going into a really competitive field, so it's obvious that we may struggle to get work.
That's right. And we know we can't all have that dream job.
Yeah, but it looks like there's a whole range of areas of work that we hadn't even thought of, like fashion journalism, for instance.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting so many career options.
Overall, she had quite a strong message, didn't she?
She did. She kept saying things like, I know you all think this, but... And then she'd tell us how it really is.
Perhaps she thinks students are a bit narrow-minded about the industry.
It was a bit harsh, though. We know it's a tough industry.
Yeah, and we're only first years after all. We've got a lot to learn.
Exactly. Do you think our secondary school education should have been more career-focused?
Well, we had numerous talks on careers, which was good, but none of them were very inspiring. They could have asked more people like today's speaker to talk to us.
I agree. We were told about lots of different careers, just when we needed to be, but not by the experts who really know stuff.
So, did today's talk influence your thoughts on what career you'd like to take up in the future?
Well, I promised myself that I'd go through this course and keep an open mind till the end.
But I think it's better to pick an area of the industry now and then aim to get better and better at it.
Well, I think we'll just have to differ on that issue.
One thing's for certain, though. From what she said, we'll be unpaid assistants in the industry for quite a long time. I'm prepared for that. Aren't you?
Actually, I'm not going to accept that view.
Really? But she knows it's the case, and everyone else says the same.
That doesn't mean it has to be true for me.
Okay. Well, I hope you're right.
Before you hear the rest of the discussion, you have some time to look at questions 27 to 30.
Okay. So let's see the answers. A, B, C, A, B, A, A, B, A, C, B, A.
Now listen and answer questions 27 to 30.
I got...
I thought the speaker's account of her first job was fascinating.
Yeah.
I got
She admitted she was
5.
lucky to get
3 out of 5 correct answers. This is kind of tricky anyway. Okay, wow. You need to work a lot on this listening, because for part 2, I think part 2 is very easy because she speaks about it very clearly. Okay. So today was about Beautiful World, which is the preview, which is very easy. So that's all about it, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow so that we could learn lesson 1.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you did a great job today, and if you could do your homework, please do it. And I'll see
Thank
you
you.
next time. So bye bye and have a great day. Bye bye chị.
Thank you.